Good morning. Like the title says, I am alone in the house for 3 days. I will talk about that some more later because I actually need to get out the door and catch a train. I don't want to be late. I'm going to send away some bags that someone purchased, so I'm going to post these off at the same time. But I'm heading into the city to go fabric shopping, to just walk around in the fresh air for a bit. It's pretty cold outside. It's about 11 degrees, so I'm wearing my Oslo hat that I made. But yeah, I'm going to go fabric shopping, and I also have a little bit of birthday money that I want to buy maybe 1 or 2 books with. So yep, that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll show you what I'm getting up to for the next 3 days. Okay, so it's much later in the day. In fact, the sun is setting. I was out for a lot longer than I thought I was going to be. That's okay. I was really enjoying just walking out in the fresh air and going to some of my favorite stores in the city. But before the light goes for the day, I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I got, because I did get some fabric and a couple of books. And I didn't really have time in the video to mention why I'm at home by myself for 3 days. This doesn't happen very often. I think the last time it happened was actually probably around this time last year. But my boys are with Mike's parents, and Mike is at a work conference for 3 days. So I am really excited to be home by myself. I do not mind it at all. That is how I recharge my batteries. So yeah, I definitely don't mind. I'm gonna really enjoy it. I am an introverted introvert, so this is my idea of a good time. So yeah, I'm gonna take you along for these 3 days. Well, I guess it's kind of 2 days now, and show you what I get done creatively. I really want to continue working on my novice sweater. I have started it, so I'll probably show you that tomorrow. So yeah, while I have a little bit of daylight left, I'm going to show you the couple of things that I bought in the city. Like I mentioned, I had a little bit of birthday money, and I knew I wanted to go and buy a couple of books, even though I have quite a few books here on my shelf that I haven't read yet. That's all right. I like having a big to be read pile. I'm just trying to find the book that I am currently reading. It's right behind me here in case anyone's interested. So this is the one I'm currently reading. I'm only just at the very beginning, but I am enjoying it so far, and that is The Amazing Grace Adams by Fran Littlewood. So yeah, let me know if you've read this and you enjoyed it. That's what I'm reading right now. But the 2 books that I bought are these 2, and I have seen these. My favorite bookstore here in Wellington is Unity Books. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. And I quite often go in there and just look around, and these 2 books I've looked at each time, and I just decided that today was the day that I was going to buy them. So the first one is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa. I'm not going to try and say the last name, but I will put it on the screen. So yeah, this book just looks really interesting to me. It's not too big of a read. So yeah, let me know if you've read this, or I'll let you know what I thought of it once I've read it. And then this one I've looked at a lot. It's called Lonely Castle in the Mirror. And yeah, it looks like a really interesting kind of mysterious story. So let me know if you've read either of these and what you thought, as long as there's no spoilers, because it's probably going to take me a few weeks to get to these. But they're going to go on my shelf. And then I did buy some fabric for bags. I really wanted to buy some fabric for a dress, but at Spotlight their fabric wasn't on sale, and there's just no point in buying fabric that's not on sale, because it will be on sale in the next week or so. So yeah, I just got fabric for bags. I got this really cute one, which is called Dogs and Ugly Jumpers, and I thought it was really cute, the print and the soft pink background. So I'm going to be making my smaller project bags out of this one. And then for my larger ones, I like to use something a bit more hefty. So this is cotton duck, and yeah, it just stands up a bit better. So the big bags, I like it so you can fold over the top and have it sitting like an open basket, and it just needs to be a bit weightier to do that. So I bought this fabric, which I quite like, so I'll make some large bags out of this and also some of the smaller ones. And then I just bought some calico because I use this for lining A big thing for me was keeping my bags affordable, and the best way to do that is to use calico for lining, and I really like it. It's a really durable fabric, and it means when you put things inside you can look in and see it. And yeah, I used to do it with printed fabric, but it just pushed the price up, and I'd rather have cool fabric on the outside and keep them affordable. So yeah, I bought that. So I'm definitely going to be making some of these over the next 3 days. And then the last thing I got was just a little green organizer. I got this from Mighty. I'm not sure if they have these stores anywhere else in the world or anywhere else in New Zealand. This is kind of what their bag looks like. They sell little organizational things, and it's really inexpensive. This was $8, and I got this for my knitting needles because right now they're in this little cup, and I thought this way I could separate my DPNs to my regular needles, and I could put stitch markers and things in the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to be using that. Thought it would just be quite nice on the shelf as well. Yeah, that's everything that I got in the city. And then while I was on the various trains and buses, I was working on my second Oslo hat. It's coming along really well. I've made some really good progress. I'm up to the second bit of stockinette before the decreases, but it is turning out to be a bit of a mission because I'm unraveling some fingerless gloves to make this, and yeah, it's just not going very well. There are some points where I've had to cut the wool, and then that means that this is made from lots of different parts of wool yarn rather than just one strand. So there's lots of ends that I'm going to have to weave in, but I'm hoping to actually get this finished in this next 3 days while I'm at home, so hopefully I'll be able to show you that by the end of the vlog. But yeah, now the light is disappearing and I need to make some dinner and just get a few things done around the house. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and like I said, I'll show you what I'm getting up to for the next couple of days. Good morning, it's the next day. It's coffee and Tim Tam time. It's already 11:30. I stayed in bed and did some knitting this morning, and yeah, you would have seen that I finished the first step. So I finished the ribbing on the neck, and I thought while I was sitting here enjoying my coffee I could show you a couple of the handmade birthday presents I was given this year. I guess they're both handmade. One was handmade by a family member and one was gifted to me from a family member. Well, actually my mum and my sister and their family. But yeah, so anyway, these are the little frogs that my mum made. I will try and leave the pattern that she used in the description box, but she made up the pattern for the little overalls and the little pants. I think she followed a pattern for the jumpers. But yeah, they're really cute, these little his and hers frogs. They're wired, so you can make them hug, or I have them sitting, well, one of them sitting on my little arch wall on the stairs here, and one standing. They're just so cute and so detailed, so I really love those. Thanks, Mum. I think she should sell them on a little online store, so hopefully she will start a little felt store or something like that. But really cute. So that's the first little gift. The second one was completely unexpected, especially since we don't buy presents for each other once we're adults amongst the siblings. So my sister shouldn't have even got me this, but I'm very glad she did. And I'm gonna go and grab it. So let me tell you a little story from when I was younger. When I was about 7 or 8 years old for Christmas, I was given a Barbie Dream Home caravan motorhome, and it filled my heart with joy. I remember it, it's a core memory. When I saw this, I got that same feeling of joy. So I guess that means that I truly do want to be a knitter. So yeah, if you don't know what this is, if you're watching this, you know what this is. But it is a Swift. It's a really beautiful one. I think they're handmade in New Zealand. Yeah, the Ashford New Zealand, so I will leave it linked down below. And it's like a sculpture, it's like an art piece. I love it so much. I'm gonna keep it on the shelf that we have here in the living room. And yeah, I was not expecting this. It was from my mum and my sister, and I'm really excited to use it. My sister showed me how to use it. We caked up one of my skeins of mohair that I'm using for my novice sweater. So she showed me how to do it, and I'm thinking today or tomorrow I'm gonna cake up another skein just to do it by myself with nobody here, so I can just do it slowly and practice. But yeah, I was so excited to receive this. I've been thinking about buying one of these for myself for a long time, because currently Mike has to do what we call the yarn dance, where I use the ball winder and he stands there with his arms out with the skein wrapped around it, like moving like this. So it was almost like a gift for him as well. He was really happy to see it once he knew what it was. So yeah, that is two of my little handmade gifts. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna finish my coffee and Tim Tam. I'm gonna fold the washing that's finished in the dryer behind me, and then I'm gonna get started on making some bags, and hopefully this afternoon start the second step on my novice sweater. Another little gift I was given from Mike is this little cats and coffee pin. I really like it, really cute, so I put that on my cat knitting project bag, of course. Okay, so it's the next day and I have finished the bags that I wanted to make. They're all done. And now I am going to attempt to cake up a skein of yarn by myself for the first time. So my sister did show me how to use my Swift, but I've never done it by myself. I've never unraveled this and cut all the little threads around it. Mike's always done that. So yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens while the house is quiet and there's no distractions and I can concentrate. I'm gonna cake this up. So I'm doing the yarn that I got from the yarn market. It's from Union Fiber in the color Flume. I don't know what I'm gonna make with this yet. I have a couple of ideas, but I just want to cake it up so it's all ready, and I definitely want to give this a try while nobody's here. So if I do anything stupid, no one will see me and I don't have to upload this. So I guess if I've uploaded this clip, it all turned out okay. So yeah, I'm gonna unravel this, get it onto the Swift and attempt to wind it into a ball. So I've unwound the skein and I'm gonna put it on here. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing anything wrong. Too late for this one, but for the next one. And then I think you're meant to open this out so that it's quite tight on there. And then do this. Okay, and now I have to cut the threads, so pray for me while I do that. Okay, so I think what I have here is the two ends. So I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna tuck this one, I don't know, under there. I'm gonna attach this one to my ball winder. I just have a really inexpensive ball winder from Spotlight. I think this was about $30. It works well though, so if you're looking for one, definitely check out Spotlight if you're in New Zealand or Australia. So that's in there. I feel like I've forgotten a step. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, we're going. Okay, so I did it. I caked up my own skein of yarn for the first time, all by myself. Tell me why I feel a little bit emotional about this. So thank you so much to my sister and my mum for gifting me the Swift. This has changed my knitting life because I used to have to wait for Mike to be able to help me and it would take a really long time. So Yeah, I love the gift and I love this yarn. It looks really beautiful caked up. I don't know what I'm gonna choose yet, but now it's all ready to go. So yeah, that was fun. I feel like I've leveled up. Now while the camera's on and everything, I'm gonna give you a little update on my novice sweater, because I think the last shot I showed of it, I'd only done the neck, and I worked on it this morning. I sat in bed. I didn't get up at 6:30 to feed anybody. It was great. I actually watched the entire series of Extraordinary. I watched some of it last night and some of it this morning. It's the first time I've watched an entire series through like that, just pretty much overnight. So yeah, I sat there and did that. I'm on to my second increase, but I'm really happy with how this is looking so far. The yarn is really beautiful. The yak is super soft, so it doesn't feel scratchy at all. And we go and pick up the boys tomorrow. So tonight's my last night of working on this, but Mike is actually home tonight. So I'm not sure if we'll do something or if I'll be able to keep on knitting, but I will give you a little update at the end of this vlog about this and how far I get on my hat, because I was actually able to knit in the car as well. We have to drive about 4 hours to Mike's parents, and I was knitting my Oslo hat and it didn't make me feel sick, whereas reading or anything like that makes me feel quite car sick. So maybe I'll take this in the car with me, or maybe I'll just finish off my hat. But yeah, super proud with how this is going. I feel like I've grown a lot as a knitter in the last 12 hours, last 24 hours. So super proud of that. Can't wait to see this grow and eventually be finished. It's actually coming together quite quickly, I guess because the yarn is much chunkier than what I normally use. So it feels like it's coming together quite quickly. So far the instructions are really simple, although I think I'm going to have trouble when I come to the bit where I have to split stitches for the body and the sleeves. I might have to use my knit dictionary a bit for that, or I don't know, I'm going to go really slow because I really want this to turn out. But yeah, now Mike's going to be home in a couple of hours, so I have to pause on the crafting for a bit and just tidy up. And I'm also going to list my bags on felt. I'll show you what they turned out like. So like I said, I did manage to finish all of the bags. This little cat one, 2 of these I think are actually ones that sold, yeah. This little black cat one, which I really like the print on that. It reminds me of my sister's cat Rico. Just always has like a blank stare. And then the other one was this gingham one that sold. I've got a few loose threads to cut, so I've got that one. And then I really like how these ones turned out. The little dog is super cute. And then these 2, I put a navy drawstring with the smaller one, and the bigger one I think I'm going to want to make a big one for myself as well. Maybe I'll sell the little sun one because I haven't started using it yet, but I really like this, and I put the drawstrings in and everything. So I think maybe before Mike gets home I'll be able to photograph these as well. Yeah, I will definitely come back with an update before the end of this vlog, showing you where I got to with my hat and with the jumper. For those of you who have watched my channel for a while, I bet you saw these overalls and thought, hey, does Luna still fit in your overalls? And thanks for asking. She does, and she loves it. I don't know if you can hear it. She's purring like crazy right now, so I'm gonna carry her around for a bit. My kids aren't here. I'm gonna look after somebody. So yeah, I'm gonna carry my cat around and tidy up. Okay, so it's a couple of days later down. I'm editing the video and I realized I didn't do a little update at the end to show you my progress on my novice sweater and my hat. So I'm gonna do it quickly now. So I actually managed to work on this quite a bit in the car on the way to Mike's parents. So I am on the last increase for the yoke. So that's it upside down, obviously. Yeah, I think it's looking okay. It's looking the right shape, like a sweater, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then with my hat, I am playing a bit of yarn chicken. I actually don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn to finish it, so we'll just see how that goes. I am on the decreases now for the top, so it might be okay. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and work on this tonight and see if I can finish it. So yeah, those are the little updates, and I hope you enjoyed this little crafting vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.